date and the purchase times were exactly the same. So that's why I'm thinking there was a bit of a system error in the fact that, it was rescheduled. So all of that is technically irrelevant anyways because the tickets were still valid for the new date.
So wait,
So I just wanted you to...
what was the thing about the date, the time being the same?
So when I look at it through my end, you were given a must-ship by date, which I also see that these were uploaded, like pre-uploaded to your listing. So
Right.
the system shows that there was a must-ship by date of August 7th at 9:15 p.m., but I can also see that the purchase was made at that exact same time.
Right.
So this does appear to be some sort of system like glitch because right after that it says that it was uploaded on August 7th at 9:18 p.m. So it was just a few minutes after it was actually purchased that they were uploaded. And like I said, I don't know if it had anything to do with the rescheduled date, which it shouldn't because that was notified later.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing a little bit more digging on the on the back end just with our internal technical teams to see if they're able to provide a little more clarification regarding why that happened.
Right.
But I just wanted to reach out to assure you that we are going to do our part and make sure that you do get paid for these sales. I'm already in touch with that relevant department that would issue those credits, and I'm trying to get those processed to you today.
Okay.
Just so that we can go ahead and put this to rest for you.
Okay. What's the ETA on the fund distribution?
So once they process the credit, it does take about 5 to 8 business days for that to be received or processed fully. But like I said, I am already in contact with them, and I'm trying to see if they can go ahead and get that issued out today. If it doesn't get issued today, the latest that it will go out is Monday.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, I don't know what's going on with your glitches. I followed your instructions. I uploaded them at the beginning, and then did everything you guys told me. And
right.
So it's just super frustrating because it seems like when I try to reach out to you, everything is like wrapped in bubble gum and rubber, and no one is listening. That there might be an error, and sir, it says on my screen this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, it's not the case, but it says it. So
right.
There's like caught in a loop. There
Yeah,
needs to be a way to
definitely...
get out of the loop. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure you guys are hit by bots and scammers all the time, but so you have to build strong systems. But sometimes the customer is right.
Well, yeah, no, and I definitely agree with you. And like I said, I really do apologize that this is what happened. Like I said, just from what they're able to see off first glance, the system just shows that, the order was not delivered by that MSBD. So the system itself just kind of goes into this, complete but do not pay the seller kind of thing.
Right.
So we just have to go in on the back end and kind of review the audit and things like that they're really not able to see per se. So,
right. But if something wasn't delivered, that's your guys' system not delivering it, because I put it up there.
Correct.
To begin
Correct.
with.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I can definitely see that these were pre-uploaded. You already had them uploaded to your listing before the sale went through, so it was our obligation to get those tickets delivered to the buyer, which it seems like they did, because there wasn't also no contact from the buyers or anything saying that they didn't receive their tickets.
Yeah.
So this was purely a system failure, and I definitely do apologize for that.
I have scans from the team that show that those tickets were scanned and used at what was a wonderful event that I would have liked to have gone to, where we Portland Hearts of Pine smashed Spokane 6-1, but had to help the kid with homework that night, so I could only watch it on the TV.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
No, I definitely understand.
Yeah.
I did see all of that you provided, and we definitely appreciate you taking that extra step. I'm really sorry that you had to go through all of that and do all of that just to prove that you were owed this payment. I just wanted to confirm that you definitely are entitled to receive these payments, and I'm doing everything I can to get those to you as quickly as I possibly can.
Okay, great. It's just like the level that I had to take this to get someone to look is just insane. I emailed your CEO and top executives, and I got no response back except that I find out later that the CEO has blocked my email address.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, uh, and then that's when I expanded my list of contacts to like 30 different people at StubHub, and I guess uh, I don't I don't know what conversation you guys had on the back end, but one person finally got back to me in the PR department. So
Yeah, and
that's like another level
me, so that
of system failure.
Right. Right. No, I understand that. We do have like specific processes, and I wish that they would have escalated this to our department initially, just to kind of help speed the process up a little bit. They do have their own policy, like I said, processes that they're supposed to follow as well, and it looks like they were doing that. But yeah, so since you reached out to those other people within StubHub, that's how it does reach our department. So we are able to make outreach and try to resolve the issues that you're having. So It was the PR team that did reach out to us, which is why I'm reaching out to you now, just to make sure that we can get everything squared away for you.
Were they the only ones who reached out to you?
No, because I do see that. I think another one of our colleagues had already emailed you. And I apologize for the confusion there. I wish that he would have caught it then.
Right.
So definitely, I'm like, I'm taking notes of all of this so that we can, give some coaching and just kind of go from there. And I do want to see just internally what happens, so that if there's anything inside that we need to fix with the internal systems, that they can go ahead and get that done as well, so that this doesn't happen to you or anybody else ever again.
Right. So you're in the executive customer service team, and I got an email from Joel, executive customer service team, and then he just gave the same. What you're referring to is he just gave the same answer that the chatbot and the online chat person gave. So
right, yeah, he was reviewing the case notes and everything that was documented on the case as far as what has been communicated to you. I just kind of did a little bit more investigating.
Well, you actually investigated. That's what you did.
Yeah.
You actually investigated. Right. As opposed to checking the boxes and moving on to the next thing on the assembly line.
Right.
So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Of course.
I appreciate your application of critical thinking and reasoning skills, and being a customer advocate.
Thank you for that. I definitely appreciate that feedback.
Definitely.
Did you have any other questions or concerns or anything else that you wanted to bring to my attention today? I definitely, will continue to be your point of contact until, the payments do fully process. So I just want you to know that. But if there's anything else I can answer for you today.
Okay. So if you're my POC, what's your contact info?
So unfortunately, we don't have a direct line for you to reach out to me. I can email you from that same thread, the same where Joel had emailed you and everything else.
I see.
From this point on, I'm setting a follow-up with this. So any response that you send in via email, I will receive.
Right.
And then and I can reach out to you if you want me to call you. Just give me a good time, and I can always reach out to you.
Okay. Right, because I replied to Joel through your help email auto system, and then he didn't respond back or look into it. So it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
The way the system works is because he didn't have a follow-up. He didn't flag it for a follow-up for him. So when you did respond, it went back into the queue versus it going directly to him. And that's normal if we're sending out a final resolution and we're just closing out the case. But since I don't have this completely finalized, I'm going to go ahead and keep it in my follow-up so that any other contact or any other notes that are put on the case, if you were to call into customer service or anything like that, I'll be able to see.
Okay, great. All right. Well,
okay.
So when will I get some kind of notice that this is in process? Rather, when is the resolution department gonna say, your money's on its way?
I don't have a designated time right now. I have let them know that this is priority and that this needs to be taken care of today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'll go ahead and send you a follow-up email just confirming what we spoke about on the phone, just to let you know that that you have that in written form that we are working on it. Like I said, if it doesn't get processed today, I'm hoping that the latest is Monday. They may be working over the weekend. I'm just not sure their schedule this weekend. But I am hoping to get this to you sooner than later.
Okay.
But I have asked them to do it today.
All right. It would be in your company's best interest to do so, to do it expeditiously. I promised I have a series of escalating steps starting at 1:30 if I don't have a resolution. Right now I have a promise of a resolution. I don't have a resolution, and even if I do get the money, there's plenty of basis for the various regulatory body complaints that can be filed, and then some. So look forward to hearing from them very soon.
Gotcha. Yep. As soon as the credits are issued, you will receive confirmation emails, and that kind of gives you more of the 5 to 8 business days, the details and all of that in that email.
Okay. All right, Sarah. I appreciate you reaching out and being a consumer advocate, and hopefully we can take care of this swiftly.
For sure. Yep. I'll be keeping in touch with you, and like I said, I hope we can get this resolved for you today. I really do appreciate your time.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.